post-production work. I add telemetry data. You can probably see it all the way around, you know, all the way around. There's a whole bunch of like YouTubers out there who just put a lot of money into like making a video. I used to do no edits whatsoever. Hardest part now is getting that horizon lock. This is the only jump I do right here. All right, you ready for the jump? My extreme sport jump. You know, your electric bike vlogs aren't always about the bike. I can pivot my camera to the left and to the right. I hope you enjoyed this video about editing. Like, share, comment, subscribe, join membership. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Whew. What is that, someone's hat? Yeah, it looks like someone's hat in the middle of the road. Anyways, I'm just gonna take the regular route back home. I stopped by to get some water. Drink my nutritional drink at the clubhouse. Oh, I also recently did a review of the Zero water filter. I use that for my Keurig when I want hot water, so it doesn't scale up the Keurig, and also for my creatine, so that hopefully if I take all the dissolved solvents out of the water and then put the creatine, it'll dissolve better. I think it did. I had some this morning. The taste was different though. It did still taste more like distilled water, even though I had honey into it. So, gonna use Zero water for cooking and mixing drinks, like my creatine and my nutritional drink. Oh, feeling a nice breeze. It is the weather is wonderful out here today. Wow. Anyway, so we'll continue on with video editing, post-production work. So wow, we're really windy out here. If you want to go as far as doing telemetry data, that's cool. If you don't, that's fine. I add telemetry data. You can probably see it all the way around, you know, all the way around. I got the track on the left side. I got the speed as a bar, as a graph on the right side. You have to kind of turn your head to look at it, but I didn't know where else to put it, but right here on the right side. I got speed on the bottom left side, probably right under the handlebars somewhere. And of course you can see the speedometer here, but my speedometer readout is wrong because I changed the wheel size and up the speed limit. It's kind of a hack, but overall the telemetry data is accurate for the most part. When I stop, it never goes down to zero. It's a free app, so I can't complain. So I use a GPS tracker. I think there's some other like apps you can use to track your telemetry data or get the GPS data. I don't recall the one I'm using right now. Sorry, but there's plenty of apps out there that will do that for you. So, what else do I have? I have elevation, which sometimes bottom right underneath the handlebar. So sometimes it's not that accurate. It shows me going up and down all the time. But when I look at the results, my elevation gain is like 100. My elevation decline is like 100 feet. You know, let's just say. So all in all, it ends up being 0. So it is what it is. It's a free app. I'm not going to complain. Not going to complain. It's a free app. then pay for it. If y'all want to pay for like a GPS tracker or pay for an app that does a better job, go ahead. I prefer not to pay if possible, you know. Again, you know, I don't understand, like, there's a whole bunch of like YouTubers out there who just put a lot of money into like making a video. All you need is audio. The basics is audio and a camera. That's where you need to spend your money. Once you got that, video editing software or any app or any software, you know, I don't know. I don't like put any more money than what I can already do manually or that I've learned to do on just a normal editing software that doesn't have a subscription fee. So, yeah, that's just the way it is. Oh, I heard a pop somewhere. I hope that's not me. Whenever I hear like a little popping sound, I get a little nervous. So I don't do subscription. I just bought like a very inexpensive video editor. It has a lot of the basic features, but sometimes the more expensive video editors, they've done a lot of like streamline the features, like a lot of transitions and other stuff that you can do. All that is a bunch of basic features or basic editing techniques. They just clumped it into an easy like one button push. You know, you click on this transition and it'll do all these weird things. And all it is a bunch of simple transitions put together. So once I figure out how to do them, I just manually do them. I don't pay for a subscription or high cost editing software. Pass me up at the narrowest point. Yep. So, yeah, that's what I do. I just use basic editing software, and that's it. That's it. I think I paid $60 for my editing software, just to give you an idea. That's it. I paid for it, and I'm allowed to install this editing software on 5 different computers. So I think it's licensed. I didn't really buy it. It's licensed to me, I guess, as long as I use it. And that was maybe three years ago. Maybe 2 years, yeah, 3 years ago I bought that editing software. I used to do no edits whatsoever. My process was just record it and upload it, believe it or not. Or sometimes just record it, pause it in the camera. That way I don't have to do any editing, and then upload it, straight up uploaded. I've gotten a little bit more sophisticated since then. A little bit more sophisticated. I'm doing telemetry data, give you some basic weather, horizon leveling, stabilization. My gosh, stabilization has come a long way with action cameras. Action cameras have come a long way. Stabilization's amazing. The hardest part now is getting that horizon lock. Locking that horizon level at all times, especially when you're making those switchbacks and turning. Oh, my legs are getting hot. I don't have my compression tights on, so my legs are getting a nice tan. I normally wear it for sun protection, compression tights. But I also wear it for the bugs. There's not a lot of bugs out here. Oh, lady. Go ahead, lady. Go ahead, on your phone. She's on her phone. She didn't even look at me. She did not even look at me. She was on her phone and just made that right turn. Gotta watch out for that. Even though I have the right of way, I do. I have the right. Pedestrians have the right of way over cars. Every single time. There's no excuse. But doesn't mean you're not going to get killed and run over. Doesn't mean you won't get hit. So, now back to the start of my videos. I usually try to put in like 30 seconds of highlights, because a lot of people don't really watch all your videos throughout the whole thing. Because riding a bike, there's nothing exciting about riding a bicycle, especially electric bicycle, unless, I don't know, even if you did a wheelie. I mean, there's only so many times where, like, you're going to make a whole video of you doing a wheelie. Even that gets old, right? Unless you're some kind of extreme export e-biking up in the mountains and doing jumps and flips. I mean, there's really nothing you can do on a ride, right? There's really nothing, you're just riding an electric bike. I mean, that's not exciting. So I do like talking, talking about stuff, talking about things. This is the only jump I do right here. All right, you ready for the jump? My extreme sport, jump. Yeah, that's my extreme sport right there. That's about extreme as I get. So, but, talking about things, seeing what happens through your day, talking about your life, that's where the vlogging comes in. And for me, it's a therapy. So I try to incorporate some interesting parts in the video, what I do, what I did, what I'm going to do, my thoughts. I might share some personal aspects of my life. Every once in a while I'll see a crocodile. I'll break my hand. I don't know if you all remember how I broke my hand. It's always at this point I remember. It's like, I always have to slow down. I say to myself, slow down right here. I think, what was the title of that video? Red Rover Jackknife. That's right. Red Rover Jackknife. I think right about here, I flipped the bike over. Ran into one of the middle posts right here along the fence. Forced me to turn my handlebar to the right, and then I jackknifed over. And wow, got it on all three of the 360 cameras. Doesn't get any more real than that. End up breaking my hand. Made a video about that. My whole metacarpal, 4th and 5th metacarpal broke. Things like that happen. You fall, you slip, you get into an accident. And hopefully you learn from that, because, all it takes is one fatal error and you're gone. All right, so back to editing. Sorry about that. So share a story like that, All right, so after I do all that, put it together, my rides are more like 20 minutes, maybe even less than that. Depends how fast I pedal. Because, I don't want to spend too much time. I actually got a lot of things to do, I got to get ready for the fall. My oldest turned 18? Yeah, 18. So she turned 18. She's an adult. We're going to open up some bank accounts for her, try to get her life started, talk about what she wants to do. I'm a parent, I got to do all this other stuff, which I'll probably share my experience parenting on my electric bike vlogs. Your electric bike vlogs aren't always about the bike. Or if it is, you're going to be like those other channels where they're getting a new bike every other week. And eventually, there's nothing unique about those channels, because anybody could come by and do those same things. They're getting the views because people are interested in the channel. They're not really interested in the creators of those channels. They're not interested in the person, right? They're interested in the bike. Once you stop getting the bikes, well, there goes your channel, unless you can pivot. And then you always have to ride the latest bike, right? You always have to ride. That's not financially sustainable, in my opinion. A $3,000 bike every year? I don't know. Even a $2,000 or $1,500 bike. The problem with getting a bike every year, and you have all these bikes, is you can't ride all those bikes and give a definite, review. You can't give a review on 10 bikes and you only ride one of them all the time. You can't. Or you ride none of them all the time. Some people just barely have any miles on it. So I wouldn't really put a lot of weight into those channels. They're fun, they're entertaining. When I want to see a new bike or get an idea of a new bike. But yeah. So I try to make the video as interesting as possible. Add the highlights at the beginning. The camera, this is where the camera that you select comes in handy, because I can pivot my camera to the left and to the right. I can see things that normally, like a GoPro, for example, you might miss. You might miss the action. You might miss the footage. Another thing is you might want to incorporate some shorts into your channel, and having a 16 by 9 for a video works, but don't waste the footage. You know, you got the footage. Use it in your 9x16, you know, 9x16, those vertical videos, shorts, TikTok, great for Instagram if you have Instagram. I don't have Instagram. So, and at the end, I mean, at the end of the editing, I try to upload. If you notice, my videos don't go to 4K. It only goes up to 2K. In my research, I found that the difference, the quality, the noticeable quality between 2K and 4K is minimal. Minimal. Especially after YouTube compression. Even if you got the good VP9 compression, the difference between the 2K and the 4K, that most people can see the difference is minimal. You would have to watch it on like a big flat screen TV, like a 60 or 70 inch flat screen TV, to notice the difference between a 2K video and a 4K video. That's the only way you're going to notice the difference, in my opinion. I think that's what's really good. Oh, the sheriff caught somebody speeding. So, yeah, for the most part, 2K for a computer, monitor, smartphone, even a tablet, that's good enough. So that's the most I'll go to. If I jump up to 4K, it just becomes a larger file size. It becomes a larger file size to edit. Because sometimes I'll have like up to 16 gigs in video footage for one file. That would be the video, right? And then I have additional gigs on the telemetry data, and not too many on the audio, but let's just say a gig on the audio. And I'm supposed to use that for editing, so I just don't do that. I don't do that. You know, that's just too much doing 4K. So I cut it off around like at, you know, 2K video. I think that works good enough until technology catches up where I can easily do 4K. I'll always stay a little bit behind because I don't think it's worth the cost of doing. Like people have, with the new GoPro 10, you can do like 5K. You can do 5K. Some of the other cameras you can do 4K at 120 frames per second now. I have a feeling that's going to burn up your camera and also add a lot of memory to your hard drive. Makes it so difficult to work with when editing. So I don't make my videos too long. It helps with the memory and and then what word am I thinking about? Finalizing the video, rendering the video. Yeah, rendering the video. The final cut of the video. And so, you know, my rides are 20 minutes, that's fine. I've made videos 40 minutes, It's not a big deal. So once you get all that, once you got all your video, the other key important thing is to have a fast internet speed. Oh man, internet speed is going to be like, it's either going to kill you or save you. I used to have slow internet speed. I didn't have a choice. And then this cable company bought out my previous cable company, and they're offering very high speed upload. Now it takes me like, well, it used to take me a whole day, like at least 24 hours. Now it takes me 30 minutes. So if you got a fast internet connection, uploading, yeah, you can make high quality videos. You can upload every day. So uploading every day is a challenge too. Anyways, I'm going to end this video here. I hope you enjoyed this video about editing, post-production work, some of the things that I do. Maybe I'll talk more detail about it later. Leave a comment. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, join membership. Leave a comment. Let me know if you want to hear more like this. Until next time. Bye.